incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
57's Mike 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Chase! Orange 5-4. Hey, Haywood!
First down, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't be scared of it.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Stay there. 180.
Hey, keep it up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He finds Roberts, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35. He's coming. Load it.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
You must be dreaming.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Get that ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers and Dwayne Allen on the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Brown 80.
They're running it.
0. White 89.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the eye.
Run 80. Check back. Protein spill.
Blue dead.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 41 Mike. Me and you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And the Redskin first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
We got 4. Check 4.
First down, Washington.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Mike's 50.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's Williams on the catch. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 11 yards there. First down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. Roberts got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers now. Roberts has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. Rivers. Allen's got it complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
There we go, here we go. Load it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Second 90, block 15.
Now a draw play for Gore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Clone it.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
First down, Redskins.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
there goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
and frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
33. Let's go.
To throw again. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. Now Gordon on 1st down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
He's got a man complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Lorenzo Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big... And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go right back to Singletary. And he works free. And juke this time. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 82 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.